You have read 48 Laws of Power. You have highlighted good to great. You listen to the same three podcasts for the 100th time. And you still actually don't understand power because power isn't a checklist. It is not listicle. It's a psychological weapon. And people who wield it best were never trying to teach you anything. But I wanna tell you that five filmmakers accidentally did. And one of them buried the single most useful lessons on this entire list inside a movie about fast food. Not crypto, not private equity, fast food. Stick around because by the end of this, you will understand why the smartest person in the room is really the one who built the thing.
Here's the problem with most business books. They're written by winners after the fact, explaining their success in language that sounds clean and repeatable. I woke up at 5 a.m. I focused on my circle of competence. It's survivorship bias with a book deal. Movies don't have that problem. A great screenwriter isn't trying to sell you a system. They're trying to show you the truth about human nature. Because if the power dynamics on screen aren't real, the audience feels it instantly. So paradoxically, fiction gets closer to the truth about power than most nonfiction ever does. Let's go. Everyone thinks The Godfather is about violence. It's not. It's a 3-hour seminar on favors. Watch the opening scene again. Vito Corleone doesn't ask the Undertaker what he wants in return for a favor. He simply says he'll call on him one day to do a service in return. That's the entire operating system of the film. Vito isn't collecting money. He's collecting obligations. This is the exact mechanism behind real-world power, and it's the opposite of what business books teach. They tell you to build value, add value, provide value. Vito understood something colder. The person who owes you something will always outrank the person who simply likes you. Gratitude fades. Debt doesn't. The takeaway isn't be the mafia. It's this. Every time you help someone with zero expectation of return, you're either building genuine trust or you're quietly making a withdrawal you'll want to collect later. Powerful people know exactly which one they're doing. Most people never even ask themselves the question. Daniel Plainview says one line in film, "There will be blood." Power hates a split that should be tattooed on every founder's forearm. He has a competition in him, and he wants no one else to succeed. Business culture loves the word partnership. Win-win. Rising tide lifts all boats. There will be blood calls that out as a comforting lie. Plainview doesn't want a bigger pie split fairly. He wants the whole pie, and he's willing to burn the field down before he shares it. Here's what most people miss. This isn't just a villain origin story. It's a Monopoly documentary wearing a period drama costume. Plainview buys up land, not because he needs all of it today, but because owning the option denies it to everyone else. That's not paranoia. That's strategy. Real power isn't just what you acquire. It's what you make sure your competitors never get. Compare that to the sanitized version in most MBA case studies, where competition is framed as healthy and collaborative. Plainview would laugh at that sentence. And if you've ever watched a real industry, tech, oil, media, get consolidated down to 3 players, you already know which version is closer to reality. Quick pause. Because the next one is the pick I promised at the top. The one that has nothing to do with mob bosses or oil tycoons. And it's honestly the most useful lesson in this whole video. If you've made it this far, this is the one to actually take notes on.
Rule number 3 is the social network. Business books love to talk about the first mover advantage, like it's a special formula. The social network shows you what it actually looks like, and it's uncomfortable. Mark Zuckerberg isn't portrayed as the most talented programmer in the film. He's not even the most likable. What he has is speed and total absence of hesitation. While his rivals are hiring lawyers and scheduling meetings, he's shipping code. By the time they file the paperwork to do things right away, the market is already decided who won. And this is the part that power dynamics books never say out loud. Hesitation is a luxury only available to people who already have power. If you are trying to build power from nothing, waiting for permission, waiting for the perfect plan, waiting to feel ready, you are functionally identical to someone who already lost. The market doesn't wait for your due diligence. The uncomfortable lesson isn't that move fast and break things as personality build. It's that in any contest of power, the person willing to act with incomplete information almost lost or beats the person still perfecting their wisdom. Louis Fife is the founder. The McDonald brothers built a genuinely brilliant restaurant system. Ray Kroc built an empire. The difference between them is the entire movie. And it's the payoff to the open move from the very start of this film. Kroc doesn't outcook the McDonald brothers. He doesn't even outmanage them at first. What he does is understand that brothers had built a perfect operation but never turned it into a scalable structure that controlled. Kroc took the idea, wrapped it in contracts, real estate, and franchising law, legally outmaneuvered the very people who invented it. This is the part that should make you slightly angry, and it should. Because it's true, ideas are not powerful, systems that control the idea are powerful. The brothers that had better product and lost everything. Kroc had a worse product and died as a billionaire. If there will be blood, teaches you not to split power. The founder teaches you mechanism, own the structure, not just the concept, or someone else eventually will. Here comes the synthesis. Put these five together and you get something no single business book gives you. Because they are all writings from inside a system that already worked out from them. Power is built on obligation, not gratitude. It resists splitting. Not because sharing is wrong, but because control gets diluted with every share. It rewards speed over certainty. It runs on belief, not just facts. And it lives on the structure underneath an idea, not the idea itself. None of that fits a motivational poster. That's why exactly it's true. I hope this video changed your thinking about the power dynamics, which is the entire point of this video. For now, subscribe so you don't miss anything upcoming. Thank you.